silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon. Woo, woo indeed, brother.
What's going on?
It's a day, dude. We're here. I'm a year older than I was last time we did this.
Yeah, happy birthday to you. This is a special birthday podcast for you, Dad.
It's not that special, because when you get as old as I am, birthdays really aren't that special anymore. That's how I feel. I'm going to stick to that. I know some people might disagree, and they love being like birthday whatever, but, man, to me it's kind of another day. But that being said, I have been keeping score.
Keeping score of what?
Well, I shouldn't do this. I should be better than this, but I'm not. I'm not better than this.
Yeah.
As you get older, there's certain things, and look, for the most part, I don't know anybody else's birthday in my life other than my family.
I don't even know that much.
I know your birthday.
Yeah.
At least I think I do. I've gotten it wrong probably.
Yeah.
I know I think I know all my kids' birthdays. Like if I had a gun in my head, I know my kids' birthdays. I know my siblings' birthdays, at least birth dates, not years. I know my parents' birthdays. I do not know, and this might be offensive, I do not know my in-laws. I don't know their birthdays. Renee's parents, I have no idea. I know that her mom's birthday is in November, but I don't know when Mike's birthday is. No clue.
Yeah. Grandma and Trevor that lives down yonder.
Yeah.
They have the exact same
birthday. So, all right. So you know Grandma Deb's. I don't. I say all of this with the statement of there are some people that should have wished me a happy birthday, but clearly did not.
Like who?
I may or may not have some siblings that did not wish me a happy birthday.
Namely?
I don't know if I want to name them.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter. They know if they didn't wish me a happy birthday, they knew who they are. Now, I will say I did have a sibling that actually just today said, "Hey, sorry I was out of town," and wished me a happy birthday today. So it's a few days late, but I'll take that. That's better late than never.
Yeah. So I know Ralph's birthday because he's like my right-hand man. I know Aubrey's birthday because
she's your left-hand woman.
No, because Aubrey's is next to Christmas, and Aubrey and Ralph have the same date of they're both.
It definitely does help out knowing that.
Yeah.
The day of the month.
And then everybody else just a blank.
Yeah. So look, I'm gonna. I asked for my kid. I asked for nothing. Literally, I asked for nothing to be purchased for me on my birthday.
Yeah.
You don't read texts.
No, I don't.
Which you should, because we're going to take your phone away if you don't read texts.
Well, I mean, I read texts, but if they're long, I'm like, I don't really want to read that. It's like a book. It's like a whole paragraph.
This is the message that I sent to our family group chat.
Yeah.
I said, for my birthday, I literally do not want you to buy me anything.
Yeah.
I do, however, want you to write an original poem. Period. Like, that's it. Is that too long?
Maybe.
Because apparently that was too long because you didn't read it.
Yeah.
I did get 2 original poems for my birthday.
Who from whom?
Addison.
Yeah.
Actually, Addison wrote 2 of them. And they're very funny. They're very creative.
Yeah.
I believe they rhymed. There was words in there that I did not know what they meant.
Uh-huh.
And then Aubrey, who was not even on the group chat,
actually
wrote me a poem.
Wait, how did she know?
I told her. And what I told her was how disappointed I was that my kids couldn't fulfill such an easy request in simply writing me a poem. Like, it could have been a haiku. Like, literally, a poem can be a word.
It can?
If that's what you want it to be, then that's what it can be. You can put more thought into it. Like, Aubrey's poem was very thoughtful. Aubrey's poem, I'm not going to share it with you, but it was very touching. It made me cry. Like, it was one of those poems you're like, man, like, she put some heart and soul into this thing, and it made me cry.
Yeah, but instead I got you pink fuzzy dice and like a steering wheel cover that's like fuzzy too. Yeah,
so this is going to lead us into one of the things that I want to talk about today.
Yeah.
Which is called parent fails.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you did buy me things contrary to what I'd asked.
Yes.
but you had bought me some things that you thought either you would think would be cool, or maybe you thought I would think would be cool.
I thought that it just whenever I see pink fuzzy dice in the car, I'm like, that's so cool. I just think it's so cool. Or just like fuzzy steering wheel. Fuzzy steering wheel is kind of kind of a joke gift, but it's still like, I mean, you could use it if you wanted.
Yeah, so that's definitely. I'm just let's just dive into the parent fail.
Okay.
This was a parent fail moment, right? So we'd been out of town. We got into town. The package arrived while we were out of town. You're excited. It's late at night. I'm tired. I just got done driving 6 hours into town.
Yeah, you're a little sick.
And you are excited to give me this gift.
Yes.
And I've talked about this earlier about how I'm bad at receiving gifts.
Yes.
I definitely proved that wrong, or proved that right.
Yes, you were terrible.
I did not receive this gift well.
Like, I give it to you, and you're like, when am I ever going to use this?
Yes.
And then you're like, no, you can keep it. I don't even want it. And then I proceeded to hang the fuzzy dice in my bathroom. So when I get to drive a car, I can use them for later.
Look, I apologized to you that night.
Yes.
My reaction to the gift was poor.
Very.
But I still stick by the fact that question is a very pertinent question of what am I going to do with this? So there's a different and very distinct styles that you and I have.
Yes. Your
Your hair looks like you have a mop on it.
hair is gone.
Touche. I would, if I could grow out my hair longer, I would never style it like you do.
Yeah.
That being said, it looks good on you.
Thank you.
And so I'm not telling you to stop it, right? I'm not telling you, hey, you should do your hair different, because my parents did not like my hair when I was younger.
Yeah.
They made it very clear that they did not like my hair. And so that's probably part of the reason why I grew my hair longer and how I did. So I kind of made a conscientious decision as a parent that I'm not going to criticize your hair.
Yeah.
That being said, your hair is not my hair, and I would not put your hair on my head.
Yeah.
And I would also, the same statement would be true regarding pink fuzzy dice and a rear view mirror. You may want that on your rear view mirror, but I 100% do not want that on mine. Mm. And so, I know that as we buy gifts for others, a lot of times we project ourselves onto others, right? And so that's something that you would think would be super cool.
Yeah, I mean...
But I don't think you thought, ooh, Dad's going to think this is going to be super cool. And maybe you did. Maybe you just don't know me that well.
Yeah, I've just been spending too much time out of the house,
You know what I really would have liked, however, would have been a poem.
Oh.
Just throwing it out there. Like David still hasn't gotten me anything.
Yeah. David...
Ralph got me nada. And so look, I am a grudge holding father at this point in time in my life. And I'm telling you this.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with this, because this will be fun. It'll be funny if you keep it a secret. But if my boys that didn't get me anything don't get me anything, and again, I don't want them to buy me anything. I've laid out very easily what I want. I want an original poem.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't go to ChatGPT and still just sit down with a piece of paper and a pencil and write an original poem. Mm-hmm. If they do not do that, I will not get them anything for their birthday, as they also got me nothing for mine.
Huh.
The clock is ticking.
Yeah, David didn't get anything for Ralph's birthday for like a while. And then Ralph was feeling sick, and so David just got him something. I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah, I wonder if he used his own money or if he used my money for that.
What? I mean, is his card on your phone? Because I think he used his phone to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes he uses his own, sometimes he uses mine, so
yeah.
I don't know.
This is a nice gift for Ralph, $1,000.
Here you go, Ralph. I've been thinking about you, so I got you something real nice.
I'm sorry that I missed your birthday. Here's the nicest thing in the world.
So that was a parent fail. We can talk about other parent fails. I want to take the spotlight off of me as a bad parent for a second, and I want to highlight another parent fail.
Oh.
Darth Vader.
Oh, yeah. Terrible parent. I mean, just terrible.
I mean, very obviously had a lot of anger issues.
Just go to anger management.
You know, I mean, I don't. When's the last time you rewatched Star Wars?
When Aubrey was here, we rewatched that and it was pretty good.
I mean, the guy literally almost killed his wife.
Yeah.
Which almost killed his twins.
Yeah, out of anger. And
then he's like burning to death, you know, and then he gets picked up by some space shuttle thing.
Yeah.
The aliens got him. But so he's fighting his son. His Luke's grown.
He's crying like a baby the whole time.
Yeah, he is kind of a whiner. Okay. It's funny how much he whines.
No offense.
But he grew up without a dad. What do you expect?
I mean, okay. Yeah. It was, I watched the Star Wars thing and then, like, Luke's supposed to be, like, the chosen one or something.
I think that's the Matrix.
No.
Wait, was Luke Skywalker in the Matrix? Is he Neo?
Well, we can never know. But basically, he was just being a baby the whole time, and he was kind of wimpy, and he's like, Luke, I'm your father. No!
What's fun, like, so go back and watch, and look, there's probably some Star Wars people that, like, diehard Star Wars, like my cousin Ryan, he's listened to the podcast, but he's not a diehard listener. He is diehard Star Wars, so right now he's probably like, oh, how dare you criticize Star Wars? You know, that's sacrilegious. But, like, go back and watch that original Star Wars, and just think of Luke as a whiny punk. Huh. And he, like, you know, they're in the Millennial Falcon. He's like, "What's that?" And you know, just all the time, he's like his kind of like whiny voice. You're just like, bro, just.
Yeah. Also, like in the newer movies, he like after like I don't even know what he did, but he goes onto this island, and then Rey comes to find him, and he's just like, "Nope, I'm not gonna help you," and he's like drinking this weird milk.
Yeah, like, hey, bro, like how about I don't know, man, like. Did you not have a mentor? Like, was Yoda not a mentor to you? Was Obi-Wan Kenobi not a mentor to you? You couldn't give this girl a hand? Like,
Obi-Wan Kenobi was dead by then.
Well, yeah, but he was still a mentor.
Yeah.
So, anyway, parent failed. Darth Vader was a terrible parent. And I don't, you know, he chopped off his dang son's hand.
Yeah, and then afterwards, he just threw the guy that was making him bad off a ledge, and then he's like, I love you, son. You're like, all heartfelt moment. Yeah. It's like, you just try to kill each other. What?
Yeah, dude. Like, all of a sudden, now we're buddies.
Yeah.
He had electromagnetics, like
out of his fingers.
Yeah. So, anyway, look, you look at my reaction to your gift and compare that to Darth Vader. I think I'm doing okay.
Yeah, I think you are. I mean, like, yeah.
I apologized to you that night.
Yeah, exactly. And Darth Vader, like, didn't even apologize. He didn't even, like, tell him that he was his father for years. And then when they're about to kill each other, they're like, I'm about to kill you. I'm your dad.
He drops this bomb moment here. I'm your arch enemy. You hate me. And, oh, by the way, I'm also your father. No, it can't be. Look inside yourself and see.
Chop off your head. Yeah. And then you fall down this tube.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like, you knew I was going to beat you. If you didn't pull the father card on me, I had you.
Yeah.
You had to, like, go and play mind games all of a sudden.
Which ball is the cup in?
Yeah.
Wait. I'm confusing myself.
Yeah, I'm confused too, man. Jeez. All right, so I had another parent fail. Oh. Okay, this is great. All right, so we're out of town this last weekend.
Yes.
And we're about to go to a church function. We're about to go to this, have a meeting. And you and Ralph you guys are...
Bozos.
Yeah, you're being bozos. And you guys are both trying to be on a treadmill at the same time. You're kids. And it's sometimes it is so annoying to be around kids.
Yeah. And
anybody who's contemplating having kids, don't let that stop you from having them. They're still wonderful. But sometimes... you get a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old together, and they can just be incredibly annoying.
Ralph's 11?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're 13? Anyway, you guys were being so annoying. And so we tell you, look, get off the treadmill. You're going to break it. We're at a friend's house. We don't want you to break the friend's treadmill.
Yeah.
You start pouting.
I wasn't even pouting.
Dude, you were pouting. You were sulking.
Okay, I was just going to go in the other room and sit down and, like, contemplate.
And so I call you out for your pouting.
Yeah.
Which I probably should have, like, that was a bad move. Like, look, You walked away. You got off the treadmill. Like I should have, and instead, like again, I wasn't feeling very well. It's not an excuse. But it's what it was.
Yeah.
And so I decided, I'm going to poke the frickin' bear on this one. And I
Yeah.
say, I kind of tease you. Oh, go ahead and pout over there, pout
Yeah.
face or whatever.
Yeah.
I probably didn't say that, but I did tell you to go pout. And then what did you say?
I don't really know. I turned around and
You don't remember what you said?
No.
You said, I hate you, Dad.
Oh.
You said, I hate you. And I said, excuse me? And I said, you want to go? And you said, yeah, I want to go.
I didn't say, yeah, I want to go, but I, like, walked
No,
up
you
to
did, dude. You said you wanted to go.
Oh.
You don't remember saying you hate me, and you don't remember saying you wanted to go.
Yeah. Forgive and forget.
Oh, I forgave. I asked for forgiveness from you.
Yeah, I'd show no mercy.
And so, anyway, we didn't totally go. I think you felt the strength of my grip, though.
Wait, what did you grabbed
You
my...
came and tried to push me.
Yeah.
I charged you. You charged me. You tried to push me. I grabbed your arms, and I think you realized, like, Dad's not screwing around. I don't know. What did you realize? What did you think of that
I
moment?
was just looking in your eyes, and I was like, I'm definitely going to lose this fight, but I don't really know. Yeah, I was just furious at that moment.
And just so you know, at that moment, I would have destroyed you. You are welcome that I had self-control in that moment.
Yeah.
Because I would have, let me just say this, if Renee wasn't there, it would not have gone well for you.
It's like Hulk versus like a little bug.
And there's this thing that I have that you'll get one day, it's called man strength.
Oh, okay.
And you don't have it. And David doesn't have it.
Wait,
And
David doesn't have man strength?
No, you don't get man strength until you become a man.
Huh.
And so generally, what is generally required is you need a child.
Yes.
So once you have a kid, not always, but most of the time, that's when the man strength comes.
I see.
Like I remember as a kid being at a move, like we're helping somebody move.
Yeah.
And so like me and my buddy, we're like David's age, we're going to the gym all the time. We're strong. We're lifting weights and all this stuff. And we think, oh, we're super strong. And then we go to move like this, like a cabinet, or not a cabinet, like a dresser full of drawers. And we're like, dude, this thing's heavy.
Yeah.
And so we're like, well, maybe we need to take the drawers out of this, these drawers so we can move it. And all of a sudden, these two guys that are probably my age now, like in their 40s, one of them probably has a pot belly, like they don't look particularly strong. They just go and they lift that thing up and moved it like it was nothing.
Just a feather.
And me and my buddy are like, what just happened? And that's called man strength.
Huh.
Like if we were in the gym, we probably could have lifted more than them. Maybe we couldn't lift that cabinet of drawers. They moved it like it was nothing.
It's like this cabinet's actually really light, but it was just bolted in the ground, and they just unscrew the bolts. They're like, haha, losers.
No, unfortunately, that wasn't the case. They were just So I remember one time. So again, I'm like 17 years old.
Yeah.
And we played a lot of basketball. Like me and my buddies played a lot of basketball.
Yeah.
And I remember we showed up to this church to play basketball, and we see these old dudes playing. And there was like 5 of them, and then there was 5 of us. And the old dudes, they got there first. They're playing. And we said, hey, well, why don't we play each other? Like, oh, that's great. And they said, what teams do you want? I said, how about young guys versus old guys? And they're like, you sure? I'm like, oh, are you guys sure? We're going to smoke you. The old guys mopped the floor with us.
How?
We were, each and every one of us individually was probably a better basketball player than them.
Yeah.
They played as a team, and we didn't. We didn't know how to play as a team.
He's like, I'm going to hold this ball forever.
No, like we probably did a lot more one-on-one. They were moving without a ball, throwing picks, and I think they probably shut us out, and we were just like, what just happened?
See you later, losers.
Yeah, dude, they crushed us, man. That's part of being a man. You have wisdom.
Yeah.
So,
let's talk about weird things in a bathroom.
yeah, so you mentioned this one. You have a couple things, and I think there's some ideas. So you're not talking like a home bathroom per se.
No, like public bathrooms.
Yeah, because after you mentioned this, when we were at Chick-fil-A in Utah, and I saw this thing that I think you're probably going to talk about. I just thought that's very bizarre.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I was like, oh, okay, I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. And then David and I'll follow behind. And so after I'm done, I'm like, washing my hands, and I'm gonna grab the paper towel or whatever, and there's 2 of the dispensers, one below and then one above.
Yeah, and look, I believe this is a building that they built themselves. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, it just.
But this bathroom design seriously was weird. Like for as big of a restaurant as it was, the bathroom was very cramped. I feel like they only had one urinal and one stall.
No, that's what they had.
Yeah, and then why do you have 2 paper towel dispensers?
I'm not sure. It was just really weird.
And why would you put them right on top of each other?
Like, put one on each side.
And like the one that was on top, I mean, I'm not short. I mean, I'm 5'10", 5'11", but
yeah.
I felt like it was a high reach for me.
It wasn't that high. It was like about, like, yeah, it wasn't even that high, I don't think.
I don't know. I wasn't feeling very well.
But also, it was kind of funny because, you know, in those movies when it's like, they're down, the good person's down in the dirt, and then they're like losing and they're about to, it's like the end of the movie and they need to get over, and you're just like, get up, and then they get up and they find the strength, and that like heroic music is playing. In this bathroom, that heroic music was playing. I'm like I'm just taking a whiz, and I'm like hearing this music. I'm like, why do we have to listen? Like,
Motivational music.
You know, I'm like, I can do it. I can go pee.
Well, I mean, look, you may not have needed it in that moment, but let's pretend that you're constipated. You're sitting there on that toilet and you're thinking like, this is never coming out. And all of a sudden that song comes on and you're like, you know what, I can do this.
I can do it.
Yeah. And there you go. And that's why this is now a 13-year-old podcast.
Yeah, it's just weird things.
And okay, what else? What other things have you seen in the bathroom?
We've also talked about this no dividers. That's just, I don't like that.
Okay, so remember, we go to the beach a lot, Newport Beach.
Oh, they don't have doors on their stalls.
It's the weirdest thing. The women's bathroom does.
What?
But I don't know why the men's doesn't. Like, I want to know who is like who's going poop without a stall, without a door in front of you.
Hey, dudes, watch me poop.
Like, it is so bizarre. And like, you know, like we'll show up to the beach and they're like, oh, I need to change or whatever. Like, and so now you just have to do it server style, which is fine. But like, why wouldn't they have doors? It is so bizarre that they would not have doors on those stalls.
I mean, but then, yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, I don't understand that.
And then it's like right next to this fish, whatever it is. It smells terrible.
Yeah, it's just like people are fishing in like a fish. They're selling fish, and it's like,
I mean, it's
doo-doo smelling.
It is gross. I mean, but we love Newport Beach. We keep going either way.
Yeah.
Why don't they have doors on those stalls? That is so weird. I
have no idea. But so it's like also I don't like it when like you're just like sitting there and people like you're in the stall or something and people just like scratch messages on like the walls or something. Have you ever seen that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't even like
who's that board in the bathroom there? I might as well put my gang sign on there.
Like, I just found this rock on the floor.
Oh good. I brought my little knife here so I can scratch something in here. That'll be really important for years to come.
Yeah, he's like, no cameras in here. Perfect for vandalism.
Yeah. Vandalism's just annoying.
Yes. I don't like vandalism.
You know what is fun, though? You've been hanging out in the desert a little bit lately.
Yeah.
It's for some reason, there's bottles in the desert, and it's fun to smash bottles.
It is fun to smash bottles. Well, speaking of the desert, so me and my friend... we found this bike in the desert and we fixed it. Well, he fixed it up and then we're spray painting it.
Who just leaves a bike in the desert?
I'm not sure. It was pretty messed up though. Like the brakes, the handle brakes didn't work and it was like they didn't even like have any and it's just messed up. The chain was bent and stuff. So he fixed it up and then we're spray painting it. And so we do one layer of spray paint and then we let it sit. And then the next day, or I'm coming back and we're spray painting it, and so we're like just spray painting it, and we're just like doing our thing, and this lady pulls over and she's like, I'm like, what is that person doing? And I'm like, whatever, I'll just continue on, and then she like comes out and she's recording us. She's like, I'm just letting you know that spray painting over here is vandalism. And yeah, I don't like it. And I was like, we're spray painting a bike, and she's like, wait, what? And she's like, I think she was gonna post this on like her Instagram thing,
the neighborhood app, the dreaded neighborhood app.
Yeah, and then so we're like, yeah, this is our bike that we're spray painting, and then she's like, oh, my bad, and I had drawn a mustache on my face with some expo marker, and she's like, what's on your face? And I was like, is there something on my face? Because I forgot about it. And I was like, I drew a mustache on my face.
It's like, hey, thanks, neighborhood Karen.
Yeah.
You know, look, there's bad kids out there, and it's fine that some people feel the need to go and be the neighborhood police. That's because sometimes, like, if you were spray painting a wall, I would want somebody to like go up and film me and be like, hey, you need to knock that off, because that's not cool.
Yeah.
Right? That's not cool. But you're just mind your own business. But like, to me, teenagers are these awesome creatures that are daredevils, and they can be rude and disrespectful, but they're like doing amazing stuff. When you see like skateboarders out in public,
Yeah.
and they're grinding these rails, this is an incredibly dangerous thing that they're doing. And honestly, that behavior should be encouraged.
Danger.
Yes, 100%.
Is my middle name.
It is your middle name. We named you Jonathan Danger, whatever your last name is. And that's what we named you. I don't know why, but we did make your middle name, your legal middle name is Danger. Not a lot of people know that.
No, it's actually not true. But that, in the future.
Wait, your middle name isn't Danger?
It's Joseph.
Oh, okay.
Let it be known.
Let it be known. Great. So, when teenagers are doing crazy things, like, honestly, encourage it, because what we need in this world is we need more brave souls like that to go out and then to do brave things in the future. Like, it's not easy having kids. You got to be brave to do it. It's not easy to resist temptation and say, no, I'm not going to do that, and to say no to peer pressure. So you got to be brave. So we need brave kids like this.
Yeah. I agree with you, and it's just fun to do crazy stuff sometimes, you know?
You've been going to the pump track.
Yeah, I can get some, not that much. I'm not trying to brag here. I'm not that good, but I can get a little bit of air here and there.
Yeah, and that's, like, it's fun to go out and to do those kinds of crazy things, and we need that. Like, we need boys to be crazy. We need to, that's part of life.
Yeah.
We need craziness in life.
Look,
if you're listening to this and you disagree with me, fight me on it. Like, challenge me out. Tell me why you think that way, because I really like when boys are out building stuff and burning stuff and breaking stuff. It's like that's part of it.
Yeah.
Which would you rather have, a kid doing that, or would you rather have a kid sitting inside playing video games all the time long?
Reading books and stuff.
Well, reading books, look, there's a time for everything. Speaking of reading books, you've been reading a book.
Yeah.
I mean, do we not want to call you out on that?
Reading is not really my strong suit.
But you've been reading Harry Potter.
Yeah, I have.
How many pages are you in now?
I don't really count. I don't really know how to.
Johnny doesn't know how to count. Well, that brings me to my quote of the week, my Jonathan quote of the week.
Oh, okay.
Which is your old man moment of the year.
Of the year.
So here's old man moment for Jonathan.
Yeah.
Brought to you in the future by Old Spice. Potentially sponsored by Old Spice.
Yeah.
The quote from Jonathan was, "Wait, which month is after April?" Closed quote.
I think we've done quotes like this before where I've questioned the months, and I've been studying my butt off. I mean, like, the time and energy I've spent into just figuring out the months is crazy.
All right. Do we dare test you right now?
We dared. All
right. Look, this is your... David will say many, many mean things about you, primarily the word beginning with an R. All right, go ahead, dude. Please, for the love of everything holy, don't screw this one up.
If I stop and pause...
No, dude, there should be no stopping and pausing. Okay. It's the months.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
All right, you did get it right.
Let's go.
There would be points lost for the obvious delay between August and September.
I had something in my throat.
Had something in your throat. I had to look away because I couldn't look at you. Like, if you would have gotten one of those wrong, this podcast would continue, but probably with Ralph.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm glad you got that right. Congratulations, Johnny.
Thank you. It's real feat for me. F-E-E-T.
Yeah, all right, dude. You want to talk about our sponsor? Our real sponsor?
Let's talk about it in Schneed.
Hold on. Just so I don't forget, I got to give a shout out. I don't know if you knew this, but we do have a pocket of listeners in Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Yeah, do you know anybody that lives in Minnesota?
Maybe.
I don't think I do. But there's a guy at the gym. Have I told you to do CrossFit?
You have. I had no idea.
So there's a guy at the gym. His name is Ben.
Ben?
Super nice guy. He's a pilot in the Air Force.
Ooh.
Flies cool planes.
Yeah.
He told his mom about the podcast.
Yes.
His mom lives in Minnesota.
Ooh.
His mom loves the podcast.
Shout out to Ben's mom.
Shout out to Ben's mom. I bet her name's something wonderful like Gail. Let's just pretend her name's Gail, because that sounds like a good Minnesota name. I bet she's
Deborah.
Gail, Deborah. I don't know. I bet right now she's making a pie, and it's just going to be delicious.
And she like sets it out the window, and then boys ride past and like, "Hello, miss," and she's wearing a pretty flower dress.
Yeah, and that's what Ben's mom's doing. She's looking out her window. There's beautiful lakes.
Yeah, like flowers blooming.
There's a bear that wears a bow tie and a hat.
Hello, miss.
Tips the hat at her. And she's just an angel of a woman who loves us because of our podcast and loves her son because he's a really nice guy.
Yes, and the pie is peach pie.
Oh, it's a delicious peach pie. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about a real sponsor.
Okay, we are sponsored by Doc R. Haldeman LLC. So basically, she helps with women's health, mental health, like stress, PTSD, and other stuff. So basically, she does acupuncture and like gua sha and cupping and all of these other things.
She prescribes herbs.
Yeah.
Starting to get into homeopathy as well.
Yeah. And so acupuncture works by like moving energy around the body in certain spots that help you.
Yeah, we like Doc R. Haldeman. She's creating a lot of miracles. I think next week we're going to have her on as a special guest.
Ooh.
It may not be the funniest episode that we'll ever have, but it will definitely be an episode that we'll have.
Ah, okay.
And that, well, maybe we'll have to just take the funniness down a notch. Or maybe Renee's really going to crank it up. I don't know.
Yeah, she's like practicing her stand-up comedy right now.
What'll happen is it'll turn into her podcast because people will be like, man, that Renee lady was really funny and
like
smart.
Encore.
Yeah. Like, you guys are dumb. You talk about bathrooms, throwing up, potty talk. Speaking of bathrooms, there's two things that we have in our bathroom that I cannot live without.
A bidet and a squatty potty.
Yes. If you don't know what a squatty potty is,
Search it up. Search it up.
Invest in one. It is
the best investment of your life.
It really is. I mean, it's amazing how it just makes things flow a little bit better. And I love the bidet.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just come up to your bathroom and just use the bidet because that's the only bathroom that has it.
Yeah. I kind of wish I didn't know that, but all right. You got a quote of the week for us so we can end on a quote of the week?
I thought you already did the quote of the week.
I did do your quote of the week. Yeah, and then you're right. We took care of the quote of the week, which was, which month is after April? Close quote.
And I will tell you the answer. May. May is the answer.
Nailed it. You know the days of the week, or are you still working on those ones?
Still working on those.
All right, we'll try it.
Next week.
Next week. We are proud of your reading, man. It's a big step for you.
Yeah.
Got it just over those picture books. So where's Waldo?
That dreary daughter. He's a nice guy. Buying all these pawns and stuff.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. We appreciate it.
Bye.